Hi guys, Judy here. Well, it is the 19th Monday and June 2017. And I want to share something that went on with me a couple days ago. I spent a couple days processing it and sit on it, and even made a video but didn't upload it because I felt that God wanted to give, I don't know, I just know it's not done yet. And it was completed today. The complete thought process of it all was finally put together. Over the years, I've learned, sometimes we get really excited when God says something, but sit on it. Sometimes it's something He wants you to just work through. Listen, sometimes my communication and His communication with me is just clear as a bell, and that's just the way He wanted to do it that day. Sometimes He makes me search a matter out. He makes me think on it. He makes me dwell with Him in it and almost feel it. Okay, and what I'm about to share with you is one of those situations. I have my fan on. I hope it's okay for you. It's really hot here. Oh, so 2 mornings ago, the Lord woke me up, or was it 3? I don't know, 2 or 3. He made me watch a video from SGT Report. I liked it to my channel regarding pedophilia. Now, I do not like to watch anything regarding animals being hurt, children being hurt, or elderly being hurt. And any person with compassion can't stomach it, or maybe you have a harder stomach. It kills me, okay? And God has talked to me about some of these very hard topics before, and it's very hard. He woke me up, He had me watch this video, and then He wanted me to watch it again. I could just tell He was not done with this topic. It was about pedophilia and the elites and what's being exposed right now. And He told me in 2013 and 14, my judgments are just, they are right. And He told it to me in tears, and I must judge this place. I must. And before He burns up this land and incinerates it completely, it will be no more. He wants people to know why He had to do it this way. It's very consistent in the Bible. If you watch God's patterns and the way He works, before He judges a people or a land, He always makes it clear to everyone why He's doing it. It's very important to God that people know that He's fair and that He's just. Okay, that's just His character, and He does care what people think. And He needs people to know why He's doing things. So these are the things He was talking with me about as I was watching this, and my heart was wrenching, and I got that sick feeling in my stomach, and I just didn't want to watch it. But I was continuing to watch it because He wanted me to, and He was letting me know, this is why I must judge. This is why I must come now. Now, He told me I'm bringing these things out of the closet so everyone can see, because I didn't know all this stuff, and I said, God, how can you let this keep going on? He said, well, the greatest pain in His heart is that He gave man a free will, and He expects good people to fight evil, because it's our battle. He gave us free will. And I think those of us that do see evil things going on in the world, I do. I've done my part to try to help the world in the public school system, and really just doing the best I can to help people, really. And they're not even my kids, but, it's like they are. But He said, so He hopes good people will help. Well, a lot of the good people we have seen lately that have been trying to address this pedophilia stuff, 2 of them have been killed. Other ones get harassed and hurt when they address this pedophilia issue when it comes to the elites. And the Lord was telling me it's a stench in His nostril, and even the good people can't fight it because it's so evil, and God has to put an end to it. So these are the things he was sharing with me as I was watching it, but he also didn't just share them while I was watching it. He shared them with me over the course of the last couple days as I was, at the beach with the kids and all the other stuff I was doing. I was just thinking on this nonstop, like, why did you make me, let's finish your thoughts, Lord. I want to know more about why we're discussing this issue and you're bringing it to light. Well, now the social media with the explosion of YouTube and different information outlets and people rejecting mainstream media and watching all these other alternate media outlets that are exposing things, the main population is starting to see all this evil. God told me I must bring it out of the closet and into the light before I judge it. So that's why we're all getting grossed out while we're still here. Those of us that love God, it's like gross to be here. This place is filthy. It's disgusting. It makes me sick. It's pukey. But God said it's only going to be for a minute because he has to bring it out to the light for people to see so that they know this is why I must come. This is why I must judge. Now, this is a huge sign to me to tell you to expect him every day. You should be expecting him every day. If we open up our eyes and we're here in a month or two, expect him every day. Know that the Lord is not going to let us sit in the stench that has reached his nostrils. He must, and he is going to deal with it. America will no longer be a land. It'll be destroyed. But is pedophilia going on in other nations? Sure. But America is the first to go down, and people will watch in horror as she burns. Okay, but the rapture will be before that. So today, my good friend texted me, and I started getting a word from the Lord for her, and I was texting it to her, and the Lord told me her dog will confirm this message. Now, you guys know I love my pets, and the Lord loves animals. He has creatures all around his throne. Those are animals. They're creatures. They're not humans, okay? They have eyes all over them. They're shaped like... Just read Revelations. There's creatures all around. God, if you have faith to believe that God speaks through anything, then you'll start to see that this isn't so weird. I mean, my animals, God speaks through his creation to me all the time. Through birds, through cats, through dogs, through animals. All types of animals, through the trees, through the ocean. He speaks to me. And that's nothing weird. And the more you get to know God, you'll know that. Anyway, so when my friend was telling me this, God clearly told me to tell her her dog would confirm the message that I gave her. And basically, the message I gave her was that the Lord told her through me that yes, it has been a very long journey, and her journey's almost over, and to not think past today. And then he said her dog will confirm this word that you just gave her. And now, so we're texting back and forth. I didn't tell her that her dog would confirm the word because normally I would, but I felt a little embarrassed to say it because I didn't want her to think that I wasn't taking her situation seriously. And sometimes I don't always write what God tells me because I just don't, because I don't want people to take it the wrong way, okay? I'm like, God, don't say that. That's so inappropriate, you know? So when God said that, I didn't say anything to her, okay? But I probably should have, but I didn't because he didn't tell me I had to, but he just said, and her dog will confirm everything that you just said. So she says, oh my gosh, Judy, my dog just jumped on the couch and squeaked his squeaky toy. He's acting so weird. He never does this. Okay. So her dog is a really large dog, 110 pounds, and he has this squeaky toy. When we went to visit her in South Carolina recently, my son accidentally stepped on his squeaky toy, and he does not like it to be squeaked because he thinks it's being hurt. So he's the only dog I know that has a squeaky toy that if you squeak it, he just panics. He has to protect it. So when we got to the house, Marianne said, don't squeak that toy. My son accidentally stepped on it. And Casper got very upset and protected it from my son and turned his back on my son for 10 minutes and held his little squeaky in his mouth to protect it. Okay, and it's just the way the dog is. It's how he is. He will never squeak that toy. And if anyone squeaks it, he freaks out. So Marianne warned us. And it's just a really cool thing. It's just the way God made that dog, you know. Don't squeak his squeaky toy. That's his baby. He doesn't like it squeaking because he thinks it's crying or something. Okay, is what we're assuming. Anyway, so, and Marianne, so she said, and I said, Marianne, I have to tell you this. God told me that the message I just gave you was that I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you now. He said that Casper would confirm it. Your dog would confirm the message that I just gave you. And you guys, he jumped on there and he squeaked his squeaky toy 3 times. And I said, he just blew the trumpet. He just blew the trumpet. And she's like, he never does this. She was freaking out. I finally had to quit texting and just call her. And we talked, and we were just amazed that he's squeaking the squeaky toy. And he did it 3 times. Blow that trumpet 3 times, Casper. And that's a huge flirt. And I'm telling you that those trumpets are going to be blown, and the Lord is going to come. And if you're open to hearing him, he will tell you he's coming now. And you should expect him. And you should be on the edge of your seat expecting him. Should you still put coffee in the coffee pot tonight for the morning because you have to get up early? Sure, because just as in the days of Noah, we're carrying on. We're doing as we are to do, you know, taking care of our responsibilities. Unless you're like what happened to me a few years ago where he literally had me do nothing. Okay, but I'm out of that season, so I never put down people who are stopping everything. I understand that he did it with me. It was so weird to do nothing for 1.5 years, almost 2. It was like, but I obeyed, and I was blessed for it. But now I'm carrying on as in the days of Noah. I have plenty to do. It's a busy schedule. I don't like being here at all, but I carry on, okay? But he's coming, you guys. The Lord is coming. Be on the edge of your seat. Do what you have to do, but expect him, and don't look past today. Don't. And God's holding me to it. He knows I have a child. He knows I have to mark my calendar, but I do it loosely and I do it lightly. And this was a huge flirt. I mean, the way he told me about the pedophilia, God knows I'm very sensitive. You can't talk to me about animals, the elderly, or little children being hurt. It makes me sick, and so the only way I can deal with it is not to face it, and I just pray, okay? And that's okay. That's just how he made me. But he made me look at it and listen to it. It's just a video. It's just an audio, but it's a video, and you can see the woman talking. And you guys, the Lord, it has made him sick, and this is what he is exposing. It's so base. It's so horrible. It's the worst thing you can do is just hurt a child. And he's bringing it out into the light. That's why you're seeing it all over the place. Pizzagate, pedophilia, and that's why people that are trying to expose it are being killed. But God's going to expose it. He's allowing it to be exposed, and he's gonna judge it. Does he love the pedophiles? Yes. Does he want them to be saved? Yes. They'll need to bow their knee to him. Okay? And I know that's his grace. He's a lovely man. God is a lovely God, and he loves you. Our God is lovely, and he forgives anything, and he forgives a pedophile, okay? But you have to bow your knee. But it has to stop. There will be an end to this sickness, and that's why many of us that are still here, we just feel violated being here. I just feel violated. I'm like, this place is gross. It doesn't deserve me. I don't need to be in this filth, and that's why he's taking us, you guys. So just cheer up. If you wake up here tomorrow, say it's today. Just believe it's every day until he gets here. Believe the high watch days. Believe the high words he's giving people. Believe it. Unless they're kooks and God says they're not telling the truth, then don't believe them. But you can believe God that says just look for him every day and know you're in the season. I love you. Bye.